Folks.
Hello, we're starting.
Yes, we are starting. Folks, welcome to the second episode of Second Screenings. What was that?
This is officially the second screening.
It is. It
True.
actually
The
is.
second screening, yeah.
That's right.
And there was a last-minute alteration.
It
Yes,
was.
Yeah. It was very
I
nearly
gotta
going to
change
be...
that.
Stuber was going to be Bane's
Yeah.
second pick.
It was originally my second pick because I do not like that movie, and I've...
Can you give us a brief rundown of what that movie is like about and why you hate it so much?
I'll
Just
give-
to explain why we then decided to pivot very rapidly out of nowhere last night.
Well, really quick, for folks starting to listen, this is Assassin's Creed 2016, the live-action
Yes.
film adaptation. That's
That's right.
the episode of the film we're going to be covering. If you want to watch it, you can find it on Hulu. I've actually found that out. You can find it on Hulu. Or some links down below to purchase it yourself if you want to. I recommend at least watching it.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
It
We'll
was-
get into it some
it's-
more.
Fine. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, we'll get into it, yeah.
But
It's an interesting movie to watch if you know Assassin's Creed, and it's a more
Yes.
interesting one if you don't, because then you're like,
Yes.
what?
yeah, effectively, this our viewing is very biased because all of us here have been fans of the Assassin's Creed series. We've done
All of us are
episodes.
autistic.
Yeah, very, very
Yes.
autistic.
That's
But-
why the podcast exists.
That's why
Yeah,
that's
true.
why everything we've done exists. Really, let's be real.
Absolutely.
But yeah, no, we
yeah.
were going to watch this movie called Stuber, which came out in 2019, and originally the film's plot is a very simple one. A cop gets LASIK surgery because his eyesight is bad, and has to rely on an Uber driver to drive him around.
Oh,
That's
well,
the
that doesn't sound
I
very
forgot
good.
the fact that he gets LASIK is like integral to the plot. I
Yep.
forgot that.
and
That sounds like the plot of an episode of The Simpsons.
It feels like if they
Yeah.
tried to like make
Yeah.
a 48 Hours sequel, but didn't know what to do. That's essentially what this movie is. It's 48 Hours, but worse. Or Lethal Weapon, but without a second cop. You can
Yeah.
go with that.
Oh dear.
That makes it sound so bad. Oh my god.
It is. Not a good movie, and the conceit of at least this season, what we're workshopping right now, is what we called one good, one bad, and
One for me and one for the hooker.
exactly.
One for me. Welcome to the sub club.
Yeah,
But
no.
yeah, we had Postal, and then this was going to be paired as sort of like also a shitty action movie, but this one is like a pretty bad shitty action movie.
Yeah,
And Postal was kind of likable, but then you last minute were just like, how about Assassin's Creed movie?
Oh.
And we were all on board for it.
oh yeah,
it
so-
was.
yeah, we
It was
all
very
immediately
unanimous.
agreed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to put this in perspective, we recorded episode 55, and we were talking about how bad this like Stuber was. I have not been able to finish more than like 20 to 30 minutes in one setting of Stuber. I don't think I can actually do it. I don't like it. I don't know how to describe it, but I don't like it.
I was kind of sickened but curious about it because you hate it so much, but
we will probably do this movie again. So for the
Great.
Stubers, the Stube heads, we'll get to you eventually, because
those fucking people are so demanding, the
Those
big
Stubes.
Stuber community. Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
a
we don't like
huge
big
fan base.
Stuber
Like,
around here.
Yeah.
It made like $1 billion or something.
That's true. That's true.
Which
And,
Well, this
that-
movie made one Assassin's
face.
Credillion dollars, so that's
true.
much better.
yeah, so
That's very true.
Yeah, so
yeah, we were well, real quick,
I-
I'll finish this out. Just to finish the story. We were dreading
Yeah.
it up until last night, and I was looking through my Apple TV like library for some reason, and I saw Assassin's Creed, and I'm like, oh my god,
And it's a much better pair because it's also a game movie, and
yeah.
it's also kind of a bad, like, it's like worse than Postal, I'd say, but
it is.
it shouldn't be.
It's less watchable than Postal. Which,
It's less entertaining, which
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's bizarre. Because Postal was kind of fucking boring for a lot of it.
but it still has like a charm to it that this movie
Well, it-
doesn't have.
It had like a low budget charm, and like, wow, they
Yeah.
actually made that happen. Wow, that's cool. And this one
And
had the
also the
complete
absurdity.
opposite. Like, yeah,
I
absolutely.
also have some like insights as to somebody who's into Assassin's Creed lore trademark.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. That's what I because
Yeah,
I
there's actually
I was
there's a
watching
surprising
it
amount of
and
stuff that's like from the games
Yeah.
that they at least
Yeah.
like mention.
but then they change a lot of stuff too.
Yeah.
Some of it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like
Well, one of the big things is the animus has changed. I guess we'll
Yeah,
get into
yeah.
that
I'm gonna-
when we get to it.
I'm gonna go in on that in a little bit. Right now, I'm a little bit distracted by remaking these thumbnails.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Assassin's Creed movie is its cast is relatively solid.
It's got a pretty
Yeah,
great
Michael
cast.
Fassbender,
Michael Fassbender,
freaking
Marion.
Jeremy Irons.
I'm so bad with her name off the top of my head.
Marion Cotillard.
Thank you.
She's
Yeah, Marion Cotillard. Yeah, Cotillard.
She
she's
is trying her best with the script.
she's doing what she can.
I have a couple notes that are like she has no chemistry with Jeremy Irons as her father, but Jeremy Irons is also just like asleep.
He is kind of asleep at the wheel during this film. Yeah.
He's phoning it in
There's
just a
a
little
couple
bit.
scenes where he's okay.
There's a few,
Yeah,
and then
I
there's
just like him in
also
general.
there's a few scenes with her and Callum, the main guy, Michael
Yep.
Fassbender, where it's like a weird mix of like they have good chemistry, but they're kind of both boring.
See,
Yeah.
I find him more interesting in the flashback scenes.
Is she also in the flashback?
No,
Yeah.
I don't think she is.
No, she is.
I don't think
She's
she
the-
is. He
she's-
is.
No,
though.
she.
That's her like a.
Yeah,
It's,
her ancestor.
it's someone who looks similar to her, but it doesn't do like the same face thing like it does
Yeah.
Yeah.
Desmond in Assassin's Creed 1
Well, with
Altair.
Michael Fassbender too.
Yeah, it
It's
does.
a
It
little-
does it with Michael Fassbender.
Which
I
makes
actually
sense.
made sure of that because of the credits.
I think that makes sense. Also, there's some interesting stuff about his character's lore we'll talk about more near the end. But yeah, no.
Well, speaking of which, just to start out, like
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed, the movie. I guess the main problem with it is that it's got no fucking personality, and none of the characters have any personality, and everyone's like a fucking plank of wood. And there's like moments
Yeah.
where it's like, oh, this is kind of interesting, but they feel like out of place because the rest of the movie's so fucking boring.
So boring. Yeah.
Yeah, we start the movie off with like little baby Cal. He finds his mom dead. His dad killed her.
Well,
I
it
hate
actually
that.
starts off in like ancient Spain in 1492.
Oh yeah, there's a little
Columbus
credit.
sailed the ocean blue in 1492. I kept thinking of that
Something
fucking
I
thing the
like
whole
that-
movie.
Something I like is that they start in the past and introduce you to
Yeah.
like because that is the core of the film is the stuff that's in the past, not the stuff that's in the present. The stuff that's in the present is all like set dressing for it, basically.
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah.
Well, it's
Which
kind
is-
of the same.
it-
with the
it's-
games.
Well, as of
Sort
late,
of.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. There's a review, and I want to read it here. There's a review. So I would watch this on the Friends Plex server,
Yeah.
and the Plex thing shows like a couple of reviews for the movie before you watch it, and most of them are negative. And so there's like 3 that I clipped here, and one of them, the middle one is like, it's just cryptic, excessive, often extremely muffled dialogue makes the film hard to follow. And there's some
Yeah,
interesting moments. That's a fair review. But then
Yeah,
the
I would agree.
Barry Hertz of the Globe and Mail says a wand video game adaptation revolving around some Knights Templar nonsense. And that's
Man,
the
it's
whole thing.
Clearly, never played the
Dumb.
game.
Like, he just doesn't like video games. Okay, why'd you watch the movie? And then the other one here, I was immediately like, okay, this one also seems stupid. Assassin's Creed mistakenly assumed this is from an Entertainment Weekly, Darren Franick. I should mention the good review is from Little White Lies, Elena Lazic. But
Which is funny because it's the only one here that isn't predicated
only
on
one-
lies.
the only one that's true. But no, this other one is also kind of true because it says Assassin's Creed mistakenly assumes that the plot is the most important element of its source material. Actually, it's the least. And
only as of late,
yeah, to an extent, it's like it really. Well, actually, no, that's also wrong. No, I'm reading that now, and I actually also disagree with that because, like, the big problem here is that it focuses too much on the historical angle, I mean, like, it's like many minutes of scenes spent with characters that have no personality or characterization at all. I mean, the main cast does have some.
Yeah, there is no characterization of the fucking,
Aguilar.
past Michael Fassbender, past whoever else.
Yeah, there's also
the Pope guy.
There's very minor. There's like a big beard villain guy, and he has very little to do. This is like past Spain stuff, and then there's the other assassin lady who, I guess they have like a relationship, but they're very, again, planks of wood, no emotion.
There's also
her name's Maria.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know her name. Like I only know Aguilar because I recognize the name.
You said Maria. It's a name on there.
I think it was Maria because there was a stunt double for Aguilar and a stunt double for Maria, so I'm like, okay, it has to be the lady.
Also,
so you spend like long chunks of the movie in this historical segment, which is weird because like Assassin's Creed, the history stuff is like the best part, but that's because they'll give you Ezio and fucking Leonardo da Vinci and shit, and not just some randos in Spain.
Yeah,
like
you're also not
gray
time
people in a
Desmond.
gray city. Well, yeah.
Direct.
I will say, I like that this is an original story, kind of.
Yeah.
I think it's like, isn't it a game lore thing? Aguilar exists in the canon, right?
Aguilar does exist in the canon. He also
you can if you get the new release of Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, there's your mention.
Yeah.
If you get the new release, that you can wear his robes like as Edward Kenway, which I think that's pretty cool.
They added it as a costume. It was really cool.
Which is dope. I think there's also a couple, like, of course, Alan Rickman. It's a very different character, but he's in the first game.
Yeah, I actually wrote down.
In that?
He's one of the guys.
Vidic's the main bad guy in Assassin's Creed 1, but Alan Rickman or however you pronounce it, like early on I heard the name and I was like, I feel like I should recognize that, and like a little bit later it clicked. He's the CEO of Abstergo. And he shows up behind like a window in the first game, like monitoring Desmond's progress. And he's like a bigger guy with like a beard, and he's bald.
He looks like Father Grigori from Half-Life 2.
Kind of, yeah. Like a less dirty Father Grigori. He also doesn't have much of a chin, which I think is funny.
I don't remember him from the game, but yeah, I guess this is supposed to be like a canon expanded universe kind of thing then.
Yeah, as far as everything, this is still technically canon.
Well, but like, don't you get the Apple of Eden in the main game?
There's multiple.
There are several. There are so many pieces of Eden. Oh my god!
Isn't there like specifically 12 apples?
12 pieces of Eden. But I think there are like 2 or 3 apples.
Okay.
Because there's also like the staff, the shroud, all of that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Also, I have to shout out the late Michael K. Williams in this movie as Baptiste.
Yeah, I really enjoyed him.
I liked him.
He was great. He was having a good time on set.
I don't think I've seen Omar from The Wire. That's how he's best known.
Yeah.
In anything but Omar from The Wire, so it was cool to see him here, and he was doing a good job. He had a pretty fun role. I liked his character.
He's also really great.
I have a note that says I like him.
Yeah. I have a note that says "Rip in peace."
Rest in peace.
I did not know that he was sadly departed. That sucks.
Yeah, a couple of years ago. I'm sorry, I gotta say, we were all wrong actually, because you said it starts on baby Callum, and I said it starts on Spain. No, it starts on boring text crawl intro.
That is true. Yes.
I do have the crawl.
The hallmark of a boring, shitty movie is a text crawl intro.
Hey.
Not besides Star Wars.
Yeah. So Star Wars, I'm pretty sure there are a couple of others that I can think of. I'm just kind of tired.
There's somewhere it's
pretty
okay,
worn out now.
But yeah, for centuries, the Order of the Knights Templar have searched for mythical Apple of Eden. They believe it contains not only the seeds of man's first disobedience, but the key to free will itself. If they find the relic and decoded secrets, they have the power to control all human thought. Only a brotherhood called the Assassins stand in their way. Which, I get why you put it in, but...
I will say, there's a big plot in the movie about, like, stopping violence or whatever. And is that a thing in the game? Is that like their stated fake goal or whatever?
Essentially it is.
Really?
Like their fake goal, like within the Templars, but obviously everyone knows that the real goal is just like controlling shit.
Yeah. It's kind of struck me, actually. I mean, I've been SMT heading it up the last month or two. It's basically law ending in most of those games. Just everything will be peaceful because we'll take away free will from everybody and they'll all be like drones of the god. It'll be great.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah, effectively that's what they want.
Yeah, and it struck me that it's basically like a time travel movie. I mean, kind of,
yeah.
It is.
It's like genetic time travel, which is an interesting thing for movies. You've never seen that kind of thing.
They do make it very clear because like the new Animus has Michael Fassbender actually performing the moves that like past Michael Fassbender did. Yeah. I'm just calling him fucking Michael Fassbender.
That's fair.
But like the woman.jpg officially like very very clearly states you can't change anything that's in the past, which I think that's really funny because at one point later she's like egging him to like jump because that's what Aguilar did, even though she made it very clear you can't change when he jumps.
Well, I mean, that's sort of like one of those. I guess that might be one of those, like, the guy shouting at, why did he try to run away from the bomb in the Fallout show? It's like sort of desperation. It's like when you jump, when you press the A button in Mario 1 or something.
Yeah, it's like she's kind of in the moment, she's like, do it.
But also, like, the movie's got a kind of a shit script.
Yeah, the script is all over.
I go on some tangents in my fucking notes.
Yeah, so
fucking script.
I think before anything else, we should really establish, like, so we have the text crawl that explains the plot. We see baby Cal, and then he finds his dad killed his mom, and he's like, what the heck? And then bad guys come, and of course it's the Templars.
What the skibbity?
And then I think they just cut straight to him as an adult in prison, right? It just cuts.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they don't even tell you like what he did.
Well,
they do
no. They do, and in fact, I have a note that says right when I was about to wonder, like, why did they cut from him? And I'm like, did they just like catch him and put him in prison for life for whatever thing they were chasing him for as a kid? No, I guess he killed a pimp or something. It's a very silly backstory.
This is...
Sorry, I glossed over that because I was so fucking bored.
It was so dumb.
I'm
boring,
Tristan. Tristan, the movie glossed over that too. It's not
true.
Just,
yeah, we only found out like 45, I think, minutes in.
But
yeah, it's a while in. I was literally in the process of. I was in the process of Is it?
I think it is. I feel like I heard someone say...
It is, yeah.
Maybe,
right.
Okay. I was in the process of writing a note like 45 minutes in, just being like, they really don't tell us much about why he's like in this situation. Oh, I guess they do actually, and they have like a whole fucking wall of all of his like past sins or whatever.
I gotta say, that's about as creepy. That's about as creepy as him being like violent with her, because like... He's like a violent kind of guy. Like he like chokes her up against the wall at one point.
Yeah.
And then like a couple, it's like I'm pretty sure it's the next sequence. They're going through and she's like, "Yeah, I know everything about you. Here's your mother's fucking necklace from when she died. I have this."
Yeah, it's like here's a wall of all of your ancestry, and here's your mom's pendant. It's like, oh,
well.
Truly, they deserve each other.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, one of the top people in the cast is Brendan Gleeson, who plays Callum's dad for like fucking a minute.
Mm-hmm.
And Bane told me before we started recording that this whole movie was like cut to shit. There's tons of deleted scenes. There was a whole character that was cut, and if anything feels butchered, it's like him just appearing. They kind of just like you mentioned, they've got the mom's necklace. They're just the dad, the evil villain dad, Jeremy Irons, is just like, yeah, we've got your dad here. You want to go see him? Say hi. And it's like,
hey, you want to go meet your dad?
He does, and then they just move on, and that was that basically, and it doesn't really lead up to anything.
That's the thing. It was a decent scene too.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah.
But then he just kind of, spoiler alert, he just kind of like dies a few minutes later.
Yeah, during
unceremoniously too.
And it's really weird because it looks like he escapes at first, and then just like randomly he kind of gets.
Like,
I guess they don't even show him get stabbed or anything. It's just like, oh, I guess I'm sleepy now. And
to be fair, that happens a lot.
I wanted to.
Yes.
I wanted to say something, which is like this film. You know, again, we're talking about the plot, but even before that, this film is a weird case because it's basically just Justin Kurzel made a Macbeth film in 2015.
Yeah, relatively solid from what I remember.
It's a good movie that starred Michael Fassbender and Marion Cotillard.
Oh.
Cinematography by Adam Arkapaw.
Oh.
And music by Ed Kurzel, his brother. This film is a lot of the same crew and the same leading cast, except they, you know, like, of the two, you know, Fassbender and Cotillard, I don't, whatever.
Yeah.
So it's a
Fassbender
weird case where I can directly compare this film to the film he made immediately before it, which is significantly better.
It is.
Which really, the only major differences were the editors and the writers.
Well, the editing and the writing suck.
Yeah, that's the stuff that isn't good.
The editing.
Yeah, that's funny.
There is so many like cuts in scenes where it's like you could have just had 2 cuts at
So,
most.
Dude, I hate quick cut action so much. I was suffering through this movie.
I have a note here. There's a part. We're in spoiler mode. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Watch the movie. Fuck you. There's a part where the assassin lady dies toward the latter half, and before she dies, like Michael Fassbender's on the ground, and he's about to get stabbed by the villain guy, and she goes, "Go." And like he does something, but it's shot in like micro cut action. I think he shoots like a wrist dagger thing.
Yeah,
I only know.
I had to go back like 5 times to try and figure out what the fuck happened.
I only know what happened because I'm an Assassin's Creed nerd. She used like the dart before in the movie. I pointed and pogged because I knew what that was, and then later it's like used like for like a pivotal scene. That's the only reason I know.
Yeah. And is that one of the poison darts, I think, right?
Yeah, poison darts.
Because he stumbles around a lot. That's something I noticed. I'm like, oh, he's stumbly.
Yeah, there's also a scene where they're in Spain. They're trying to hijack this like, well, it started as like an assassination thing, and then it goes into like an escape chase sequence, and it's like there's interesting enough shots, but it's cutting around so much, and for some reason they made the baffling decision of making all of the assassins wear dark colors, even though the usual thing is white assassin robe with red accent, and all of the bad guys are also wearing dark shit. It's like, I guess they don't have hoods, but it's still like visually it's all the same fucking color, basically.
It's a bit muddy, yeah.
So, there's 2 things I think the movie does really, really well.
Real quick, I want to
uses them kind of poorly.
I do want to like rag really quick on one specific part of the action that I fucking hated, besides quick cutting.
Yeah.
Every so often, it would just like show Michael Fassbender in the fuck ass movie Animus, like just intercutting like small shots of him doing the stuff.
Oh, I actually like that.
Now, see,
I hated
this is where I think everyone's gonna disagree with Tristan, or maybe just me and fucking Claw.
No, I also thought that was kind of interesting because there is a running subplot throughout the film about how synchronized he is becoming, and so every time they present that, it shows his motions being more and more fluid and more effective,
like
and then you see him doing it in other places.
Yeah, and I think
so, like,
for
I
a
didn't
film,
mind that.
it consolidates a lot of the real life angle that you get in the full game into like he's just doing the shit in real life and you see it happen. So, I guess I can see how it like takes you out of it. It definitely, I would say it's overdone, but I like it.
It is overdone.
Like if it happened like twice. Cool.
Yeah, sure. Like I really liked it the first time, but it did. I would say it does. Yeah, it wears out as well.
But see,
and it takes me completely out.
Should we talk about the new Animus real quick? Because I feel like we all kind of want to talk about it.
Well, real quick, I just want to say that very early on, I wrote, "Please tell me it doesn't keep cutting to the present," and it kept cutting to the present.
Yeah, I mean, this one is. I'm reading here. This is a 65% present, 35% past plot.
I hate the past stuff. It's again, they don't. At least the future character or present, they at least have like character. The past people are just nothing. And it sucks for me because I had 2 options for subtitles. One was subtitling all the English parts, and I normally would watch that anyway. Yeah. And the other was subtitling only the parts in Spanish. So for half the movie, I was like, boy, are they just not translating this? Okay.
Yeah.
But then I figured out my problem. Yeah, so that was a little annoying. But like even once I did, it's like, man, these people just fucking suck. Though.
I will say this: the decision to keep it all in Spanish, I actually like. I think it's cool. Pretty cool.
That's very admirable for a film like this. Yeah,
and especially the games don't do that.
Yeah, the games have translation.
They did bits of it. Yeah. Like every so often the Animus would glitch out, and you'd have like some Italian slip through.
But yeah, I like that because this is a different Animus, and it's very much a like specific kind of Animus too.
I like it. I think it's cool. I like especially. I really like the way he climbs it and escapes at the end. That was a really cool segment.
That is pretty cool.
The new Animus makes sense for a filmic
for a movie. You can't just have him lying there in a fucking chamber. Like that's boring.
Yeah, it makes sense to have him lying in a chamber, but from a style factor,
I feel like it could have been done well. I feel like this new Animus is more of a crutch than anything. Like, it's not essential.
Cinematic, though. I don't know.
But see, my theory with this new Animus, it's also, like, it is an experimental thing. Like, they're trying to do something unique with it. So I get why it's a different thing from the games.
If we are assuming that this does take place in, like, the actual games canon, then it could be like an experimental offshoot for like training purposes, but that's the thing.
Well, yeah,
the default Animus already does that.
Well, but you also got to think like this. I mean, again, I'm just trying to go with what we're given here. We're not given much. But this is also like a weird secret facility that we've like. I don't even think we've seen anything like this.
Yeah, level. It was. I actually wrote down in the notes, leave it to Abstergo to make a shitty modern addition to an ancient building, because it's the same building. I noticed that Michael Fassbender got his fucking finger chopped off and said the creed in.
Yeah, they effectively took over the building.
Yeah, and I think that's cool, but like, man, they really didn't have to have the Animus be a fucking.
I mean, they did.
Rise of Skywalker, Emperor Palpatine robot arm looking ass thing.
Well, it's basically it's like a cross between GLaDOS and one of those like movie like special effects arm things that gets keyed out in post.
Yeah, like a rig. Yeah,
it just reminded me of fucking Palpatine fucking on his weird ass arm talking to Rey like, yes, I want you to kill me because the dark side.
And I do totally understand what you mean, but I do think what I was going to say before is...
I'm sorry, I cut you off.
The production design in this movie and the costuming are both weirdly good for how the rest of the movie is. Because when you look at these sets, they're really detailed and elaborate, and like every past location feels very like lived in and big. Like
the movie is very competent. It looks like a much better movie than it is, and that's why it's weird that it gets like an 18% on Rotten Tomatoes from critics, and like you can't really take Rotten Tomatoes that much, but people have widely just panned this movie, and it's like it's better than it gets. I would say
it's got a lot of stuff that I like. I mean, the Assassin's costumes are so well detailed. Still, like I wish they were more colorful, but they're very well like made.
They do look fitting within the series,
And also setting, like for the location they're in, it wouldn't make sense in a film like this to have them all wearing white, because there are bits in the movie where they specifically take advantage of blending into dark areas of the city and stuff like that. Like,
it's true.
And like there is some good action and there's some good performances at moments, but it's all kind of like just being like thrown together in a way where it's like, what am I supposed to feel? Because I don't feel anything,
bored,
we see doing assassin stuff, and I liked it when the assassins did assassin stuff. I thought
I pointed at my screen and pogged.
I did. There's the bit where they're tied to the stake to be burnt alive.
That was really
and
fucking cool. Also, like
that whole sequence is
strange.
That sequence was great, but then sorry, I'm just gonna say that sequence I'm marked in my notes actually. The actions during the ancient Spain execution is pretty cool. And then I have this long note about, but holy fuck, the escape segment is way the fuck too long.
For real.
Oh my god.
Another case of game stuff not translating so well to movie stuff. Because, like, yeah, that's what you want from Assassin's Creed. They're jumping, they're parkouring, ancient Spain, right? Like, that should be in the movie.
They're, like, throwing daggers every so often.
But it's so fucking dull. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But I want to say real quick, the burning was like strangely accurate because they would wear like those costumes and masks and shit to burnings.
Oh yeah. Well, they made a show
really,
of it.
really cool.
Well done.
Yeah. Also, I want to go over my notes for the chase scene that takes place afterwards.
I do want to say one thing before you do that. A lot of this film, over a majority, was all done in camera without CGI. Apparently, only like 20% of it was.
There were
CGI.
some moments where I thought, like, is that CGI smoke or something? But that's good to know.
I have a comment about that.
It's all real.
That's the thing. Some of it absolutely is, and I have proof of that. But I'm just gonna go through my notes of this. First of all, the rest of the soundtrack is pretty good, but man, I hate the main theme. It is.
Yeah, the main theme's really bad. I think the rest of the music is good though.
Yeah,
it was a good composer.
Like if they had just like instead of the main theme, just do like.
You mean like that rock guitar thing at the beginning?
Oh no! Although I do think, and I have this written down too, that instead of doing a stupid ass license song, they should have like done like an '80s rock rendition of Ezio's Family. That would have been sick.
That would have been dope. I
mean, it felt to me,
but...
the rock at the beginning felt a bit like they were trying to go for that Iron Man Back in Black thing or something like that, or the Star Trek movie. They have him starting out listening to some, I think also AC/DC, something like that.
It was Beastie Boys. No.
Beastie Boys, yeah.
Actually, yeah, that makes sense. JJ is a big fan of Beastie Boys.
Well, I mean, that's the best thing about him. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, but that's the thing. If they had just like. Again, replace the main theme with like a fuck ass rendition of Ezio's Family. Sure, I mean Ezio's Family is just a good song, but now they have this like fucking droning, Well, that's the thing. It's evolved to be more of an Assassin's Creed series theme, which is a shame, but you got to accept reality. But like the main theme is this fucking whining, droning ass fucking horrible piece of music. I hate it.
I don't recognize being put off by the music, but maybe I'd have to go back and check.
Thankfully, they did stop using the main theme, like after the guy goes kind of crazy, and then we meet the bald pope, and then there's the burning at the stake theme.
Yep.
Yeah, there was the
what a
thing.
Good explanation of a movie.
Yeah.
Can we please be happy how much we have to say about this movie compared to Postal?
For
real?
With
Postal, we just described the entire film in order.
Basically,
that movie, it kind of felt like you had to, just because it's weirdly, there's a lot going on of a Postal movie.
Yeah, there's many subplots.
Not even a petition either. What the fuck?
Yeah, there's no petition scene.
Like sign my petition.
How do you guys feel that this works as an adaptation?
It's okay.
It hits a lot of
not great
tone in moments, but it
not
needed,
as much humor though.
The problem is the editing.
Silly.
Assassin's Creed at its best has a little bit of humor. Anyway, let me go over my notes.
Yeah.
Let me go over my notes real quick about this through this fucking action scene. It's wild that at the same time as this, the Assassin's Creed 2 DS game was happening in Lamau.
Yeah.
Was that also Spain?
I don't think it was in Spain. I think it was in Italy. I'm not entirely sure, but I do know that it concerns Christopher Columbus, and it takes place around the time his voyage starts.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
But oh my god, this parkour looks stupid. They'll go into slow motion, but the dust and particle effects don't slow down to Lamau.
Yeah, I didn't know.
12 FPS, 12 FPS fight scenes, my favorite. Haystack, we got a haystack. How did he get his horse on the roof? Because that happens, by the way. There's just a horse on, like the main the main armored bad guy. Like he's going through a tunnel, and I must have blinked or something. Because the next time we see him, he's riding his horse across a fucking roof. And then
good for him.
like not even halfway through, I said this could have ended by now. To be honest.
Yeah, this film was 2 hours long, and again, as I mentioned before, there was 10 scenes cut from this fucking film.
It's just paced so poorly. I mean, like, the first part, I would say the best, the worst is the middle. The whole middle just sucks. It's so...
Middle ain't great.
I literally have a...
Just boring.
So I have 2 notes. I say, after the big thing that's like, holy fuck, the escape segment, I just say, oh my god, that segment was less than 10 minutes. It felt so long. And
it
then...
was less than 10 minutes?
Yeah, it was like
Holy
7 or 8
shit.
minutes.
Yeah.
I know. Middle chunk is all so boring, is the next note. And then it says, gets more interesting with Jeremy Irons and Brendan Gleeson, but like only marginally.
Yeah, just a little bit, you know?
Yeah. They're like, because Brendan Gleeson's
and
only on screen for like a minute. And Jeremy Irons is like giving his least interesting performance. He's worse here than he was as Alfred in the Batman movies.
Yeah, this Jeremy Irons got the check.
Yeah. And you know what? Good for
really
him.
did.
By the way, how sad is it that his IMDb's most known for Assassin's Creed and Superman, Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice are his 2 known fors.
Oh god.
Really, the Assassin?
way.
I would think that must be curated to you or something.
It might be.
Double-checking
The
this,
other
hang on.
2 are Dead Ringers and Lion King.
Well, yeah, Lion King has to be there. What about the D&D movie? Come on.
I'm just I'll post it in or with Gabe chat.
Lolita.
It's literally what I got. At least
Five
it didn't
point-
give
you
me
know,
the Flash. I mean,
I will say, Assassin's Creed apparently on IMDb gets a 5.6, and that is closer to fair.
Okay.
it is.
Okay, so it's Dead
So
Ringers,
it's
The Lion
generous.
King, Assassin's Creed, Batman v Superman. Okay.
Is it for you guys?
Yeah.
Okay, it makes more sense that Assassin's Creed and Batman Superman are the last 2 instead of Dead Ringers and Lion King.
But I mean, like, there's way more. I would even consider Red Sparrow like better than like Assassin's Creed to put on there. You know,
I
Lolita.
can't believe Batman v
Or the
Superman
Watchmen
gets
Saga.
like a whole extra number point. It's a 6.5 on IMDb. You know, that's how you know this site is AIDS.
Yeah.
6.5 for Batman v Superman. Fuck off.
Yeah.
The
holy
dude, guess what the
At
Flash
5.6
is?
for Assassin's Creed.
Yeah,
guess
honestly,
what-
that is generous. Like,
Guess
it should
what
be
the
maybe a
Flash
4.
movie is?
Oh, like a 7.
It's like 7.1 or something.
Oh my god.
6.7. It's still higher than
Oh my
Batman
God.
v Superman, which it should be way
Oh my
lower.
god, oh my god, oh my god. So, you know who else Jeremy Irons plays in a separate TV series?
Who?
Rodrigo Borgia,
That's
who
true.
Oh
who
my
you know,
God.
fact fans may know, is the main villain of Assassin's Creed 2 and a primary villain of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood.
Oh,
I think
my
that's fun.
God.
Was he as fat in that TV
Um,
show as he is
I
in
don't
the,
know. I
in
haven't
the, in the
watched
game?
So I was gonna say before, that whole escape scene is too long.
It is.
But I appreciated. This is the problem with this movie. Is the whole movie, I'm like, I appreciate this for this reason, but I wish this movie was better written and paced. Because like,
Yeah.
when they're doing the parkour, they're literally doing basically real life versions of animations from the game, like beat by beat, where you'll see them do the specific jump where like they put the one arm out and they lift one arm up. You see them do like the legs point, the knees pointed out, feet together jump with the arms out. Like you see the little Assassin's Creed animations and poses from the games in the movie, and it's well done. But it goes on so long that at a certain point I don't care. I'm just like, I can't get it. Please.
It's like when you're struggling in one of the games to like run from the fucking guards, and like you're just like, please God, just let me go, please.
Basically.
But you don't have control over it. You just have to sit and watch.
Yeah, that's
And
basically
then-
what it is, and it's weird because again, like it's a movie based on a game, and people think that that's gonna work out because games have a bunch of cutscenes and like, oh, it's an action game where you run around from guards and stuff. That works as an action scene, but like, no, man, it just here it doesn't. I mean, maybe if we cared more, if there were more stakes to fucking Aguilar's quest, like, I mean, I don't care too much about what's his name? The original Ezio from the first game.
Altair.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I know the guy.
Yeah, Altair. I don't care too much about him because he's
Yeah.
fucking boring. But like, Ezio, he's a bro. I like him. Or Edward Kenway. It's personality, and this just doesn't have it. And
we
like
don't care
also
about Connor as much,
Yeah, well, it's also
that's the thing. That's the thing, though. Too, Connor's fucking cool. It's just
He is
his
pretty
game
cool.
sucked.
It's just he's trapped in
Yeah.
one of the worst games.
But we're
the
2
worst
for
early
2.
game.
We're 2 for 2 now on games that once they actually start to really fully adapt, like the gameplay of the game, just fall off. Like Postal, just once it becomes like a Postal game and it's an action movie and it's just him shooting people, it just kind of sucks.
It becomes a
And
lot
this
less
is-
interesting. Yeah.
It's so boring once they start doing the fun part of Assassin's Creed. It's amazing how that works.
I think it's primarily just because you're controlling the fun part,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you're having that fun
You're having the fun.
You gotta
instead
find
of
a
just
way-
watching something that's
Well,
would be fun if you
Aguilar's
were
having the fun.
But see, here's the thing: there are adaptations that thread that needle really well. I would say, like, again,
the Resident Evil CG movies are pretty good for that.
I will
well,
also say
couple
one
of
day
them.
we got to talk about the first Resident Evil live action movie. That's another thing we got to talk about. Now.
Cinematic
that one
gold.
is fine.
I like that first one actually. That's a fun time. It's not.
Well, we could
good
do a whole
adaptation.
series. We could do a whole season that's the
Just video
whole
game.
the whole movie series of Resident Evil.
Honestly,
And
yeah.
all the live actions.
Oh, I've seen
I
all
have
of
like
them.
3 of them on DVD.
My favorite's still
Like,
that
actually.
first one though. The first one's just.
Well, they all fall off after that. Yeah, I mean, game
Oh.
movies get such a bad rap in general because you get a lot of those where, I mean, there's the ones, like House of the Dead or whatever,
Yep.
but then you get the ones like that where they just fucking go off course. Or the original Mario movie, like I find it fun and stupid, but like it's
Yeah,
what the
it's a
fuck
good
was
time,
that?
but
Come
it's-
on.
But it's like not a Mario.
It's some insane shit that's like Blade Runner or whatever. Like that's not a fucking Mario movie. What are we doing here? And so Assassin's Creed basically being like with the games is, I mean, I don't know why people hate it so much.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
It's like not the most interesting, but it is like at least it's like
fine.
competent. Yeah.
It's alright.
This is relatively like it's again. I think it's well shot in moments. There are moments where it's kind of breathtaking, where it's like, oh fuck, like the eagle shots where they fly around. It's like that. That's still like.
By the way, every memory starts with a fucking eagle, and I think that's really cool. Actually,
It does.
It is. It's a
That's
really
great.
cool detail. Yeah.
And it looks so good. I mean, there are moments where I love the look of this film. I can't deny that. Even though I was watching it mostly on an iPad, admittedly, that was the worst part of it. But
Ugh.
I had to
I will
I needed
say-
the bathroom today. All right, cut me some-
Part of why I found that action scene boring might have been because I was walking to get weed and I was watching it. I'm like,
it was
fucking phone.
Such a sadness that you think you've seen a film on your fucking telephone. Get real.
no.
It was still boring.
It was still boring.
Yeah.
It was still boring on my
It was
TV.
still boring.
I will say
Like,
if it was
listen. Well, I was gonna say, like, the problem with this film is that across the board, it does actually do things quite well.
Oh,
whether it's the camera work or the production design, whatever.
yeah.
But it's boring. So it's really funny because every single time we compliment it, we go, "Yeah, this was good, but it was boring."
That's
And
shame-
Shame about the rest of it.
Well, I said earlier, it's funny. There's parts like, so there's this part where he doesn't want to go into the Animus. And they start dragging him away, kicking and screaming. And I literally mean screaming. He's screaming the lyrics to this song that I guess was playing when he found his mom dead. And
Yeah, it's
It's like
crazy by someone in the 50s.
the one from
I know
all
it
the
from,
Fallout stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it from a Fallout mod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh wait,
but-
Patsy Cline.
Patsy Cline, sure.
Yes.
And so that plays a few times throughout the film, and so it's a recurring theme. He starts screaming the lyrics to it, and it's like, this feels like they're trying to have fun with this and give it some character, but it just doesn't. I don't know. It's boring. What's wrong with it? Something's wrong with it.
So from what I've also been reading, there was so many like on-set rewrites, which is always a great sign.
Yeah.
It also, I mentioned this earlier to you, it had an original ending where all the other Templars that were fighting alongside him, they died. And essentially the plan was to have subsequent films, like him being on the run. Well, yeah. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Oh man. Oh boy.
But yeah, originally the plan was to have him on the run from Templars for the sequel, but they changed that after test screenings to what we got. The ending now, where
the ending is still basically a fuck. I mean, that's basically the ending anyway, isn't it?
Basically
Like,
is.
It's just they just made it into a fucking cliffhanger.
They did,
which-
had
which
a
is
cliffhanger
really.
and gave him a team.
It's very funny. Oh, I like that Omar from The Wire was part of his team, but then there was also that like nameless other lady who just I guess was there.
Maria?
There was this.
Sucks that if they do make a sequel, he's not going to be back for it. He was my favorite guy.
He was the best
Don't
part.
worry,
He was
they'll never make a sequel.
Best part of the
No, they're not making
present
a
at the very
sequel.
least. But yeah, they're
Well,
not.
so-
Yeah, but still,
But
if they did,
there was a guy, there's a guy from the facility, one of the assassin dudes that they're like holding up in Abstergo, who is just like this weird dickhead throughout the movie, and he occasionally shows up, and then he dies, and I
called him Assassin Tobuscus.
He did
I
kind
called
of
him.
like Toby Turner.
I just said no, pretty boy assassin, frowny face.
Well, so
shit.
the weird thing about this movie is that all of the people you see who are descendants are all descendants of characters that have been playable in other games or have appeared in other.
Wasn't Baptiste
Wait,
the
seriously?
fucking guy from the ship in 4?
No, he was the guy from Liberation.
Yeah, Baptiste is AC3 Liberation. The pretty boy guy is Duncan Walpole's descendant.
Oh,
Ah.
yeah, he's the guy that you
Famous
kill
One
and
Piece
steal his
character.
clothes.
Real. There's also one of them is Yusuf from Revelations. One of them is the Chinese woman is meant to be a descendant of Chao
Chronicles.
Jun, who's like the recurring Chinese assassin.
Oh yeah, because she was in what was it called? Ember? Assassin's Creed Embers.
Embers and Chronicles China.
Yeah. I
Well,
keep
that's
forgetting
like
that those are the
another
same character.
guy. And so, like, a bunch of these
Interesting.
characters who are there and recurring in the facility are directly meant to be referencing other figures that we've either played as or seen in Assassin's Creed games, which is really interesting to think about because we only ever focus on like the Kenway family or Ezio's family or whatever. So it's interesting to think about like, okay, but what about the descendants of these other people we met? When
Like
we were
fucking
playing
Malik's descendant from fucking Assassin's Creed 1. What's he up to? You know?
Exactly. Like, isn't that kind of a cool idea? The only problem is it's in this movie.
Yeah. That would have been really cool for like a spin-off game.
Yeah.
Like something with like around the scale of like a Liberation or Freedom Cry.
This movie does some of the stuff that I kind of wanted the games to do with Desmond, where like instead they kill Desmond right at the end of 3, and like I wanted it to turn a little bit into like this, where at the end it's like modern day London and they're doing some fucking shit in the city, and it was kind of cool. I liked that segment. It was still the pale of the fucking movie being boring was kind of hanging over it, but like for the movie, it was a pretty cool segment. It was a little weird that they had this like big secretive end of the world meeting at like the biggest building in London or whatever. Like
it's like
just right downtown.
Famous conference center.
Yeah. It's like evil headquarters was right downtown London.
I'm pretty sure it's been used in Doctor Who before.
Probably
many
like,
times, I
many thousands of times.
Yeah. But like, so one of my other things that I was thinking, especially towards the end of the movie, because it basically just becomes, as the film goes on, what basically is happening to the characters, mainly Cal, obviously, is that he's kind of being like rewritten and almost like radicalized by his experiences. They don't really expand on it much, but like you can see his character clearly falling deeper and deeper.
There was a part
toward interesting.
There was a part toward the end where I thought they were legitimately just gonna have it be basically like Aguilar had possessed him or taken over him or something.
There was that fuck-ass Force Ghost-ass scene.
Yeah,
I thought that was going to be actually important instead of just like a faux initiation ceremony.
I mean, like that is, it was, and I think that was his mom, and like, it was basically Force Ghost, but like they do that sort of thing in AC2, but that's like one of the sort
Not
of precursor
really.
fucking people or
Yeah,
whatever.
the
at end.
precursors, I would say, they're a different
Where-
beast.
Isn't it the
Yeah.
bit? There's a bit where you're like running around as Desmond in like in the booting up simulation, and he sees like fragments of things. Or am I misremembering?
There is some of that,
I think
yeah.
There's a bit of that in the games.
Again, there's an element where they need to visually represent some of this, and like the people who are, Sophia, and who, by the way, he calls Sophie at one point, and I don't know if they just fucked up her name, or
I
like
think
if
he did
that's
fuck the name.
yeah,
Yeah, they didn't get a second take. They were like, "Fuck."
maybe he did it
people.
intentionally to be an asshole.
maybe.
But anyways, what I was gonna say is like towards the end of the movie, it does something interesting where it's basically like he goes from being Aguilar in the past to being an assassin in the present, and it's
Yeah.
like
The weird thing is,
that's
like,
really cool.
There's a
right before that, like right before, because this happens like at the end of the past scene where he's in the Animus, and he
Yeah.
he remembers so good that he breaks the Animus.
I like that. They really pulled it around when he jumps off the thing and like he destroys the
Yeah.
Animus somehow.
Yeah.
I thought that was a pretty
I
cool
liked it
moment.
too.
But
He was
Yeah.
so good at remembering that the machine broke.
But like then the bleeding
Well, it's
effect.
stupid, but
But
hey.
then the bleeding effect of him synced up after he broke out of it, and it's like he
Yeah.
finally kind of
Yeah,
like clicked.
we'll get
It's
to
like,
we'll get to the bleeding effect in a sec.
I
Yeah,
actually,
you have some
Wait,
rants.
There's one more thing.
Yeah.
There's one more thing I had a note of because I thought it was a really
Well,
weird detail.
Real quick, I want to go back to the Force Ghost
Yeah.
scene for just a sec. Oh wait, no, not the Force Ghost scene, but him being an assassin. I think it's really weird that like before that he was kind of double crossing the assassins, and like they tried to kill him, and then he
Yeah.
remembered so good that he breaks the machine, and then after that they're just kind of fine with him.
I mean, there.
Yeah,
it's-
that bit's weird.
It's some of it's like you excuse in a way because it's like I gotta do certain things for a movie.
Yeah,
It's like
But still,
alright.
it's a little weird. They could have had a little bit of a shift between them.
I mean, I don't disagree.
I do
I'm-
think
I'm
There's
with
an
you on that.
element. There's definitely an element where like the weird Animus and everything, like the Force Ghosts, they gotta do it for the fucking screen somehow.
Yeah, so some of it is like you like in it, obviously with a game like Assassin's Creed, like you've got like a 10, 20, sometimes 60 to 80 hour game. You gotta adapt it into 2 hours. I'm okay with them like kind of trimming the fat where they need to, you know.
Yeah.
It's one of those things.
I just think it's kind of weird.
I mean,
That's it.
It is weird.
I don't disagree with where you're coming from on that.
What were you gonna say, good?
Well, I was gonna say there's one more thing I have a detail of because it was such a weird moment, and then I looked into it more, and it does line up. So there's the bit right at the very, very end, and they show him alongside in the Animus chamber with projections of his ancestors.
The Force Ghost scene.
In that scene, we see Aguilar and then Arno from AC
Wait,
Unity.
Yeah,
Really?
it was Arno.
Was he there?
How did he get to
Oh.
France?
So
I mean,
I'm pretty sure because I looked into it more after. Just
Oh
to
god,
be
that means
certain.
we could have an Aguilar game. Oh, that's cool.
It seems as though Aguilar's descendants went on to become married into the French noble family, which gave birth to Arno, which is such a weird thing because I looked it up and apparently that's now canon. That's like a canon thing in extended
Huh.
material. The
Hell yeah.
Well,
novelization
that was
of
like
Karen that's officially
I didn't catch
written
Arno in there.
confirmed it.
That's cool.
That was like one of the recent games at the time, I think. So that
Yeah,
probably-
Unity was like the
Yeah,
year
uh,
before.
2015.
Either that or, like,
2014,
2 years.
2014.
Unity was 2014, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that was
Let me see if I
2016.
can like find a photo of that. moment just
2015.
There's
2015 was Syndicate.
Yeah.
There's a plot point I have here which kind of confused me where toward the end of the movie, I mean it's set up throughout the movie that like the doctor lady doesn't like her father very much. He steals a bunch of her shit for his like speeches and stuff.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
not like an
um,
assassin. She's not like
no.
a double agent like Lucy was in the first one.
Yeah,
But it's
she-
a Lucy analog sort of.
Yeah,
She I think Jeremy Irons says it best. I got just calling him the actor's name instead of Riken.
Yeah.
But he says, I always knew that you were a scientist first and a Templar second.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not super loyal to it.
Well, it's one of those things where it's like, you know how you kind of have basically the same politics as your parents until you get to like a certain age. If you start to like deviate a bit.
Arno. That is him. Wow, yeah, that's awesome. I
It
like
is-
Arno,
Oh yeah, that's man.
even though he looks exactly like Ezio, so it's kind of weird.
I gotta play Unity. Sadly, Unity kind of still bricks PCs, so I'm scared to try it.
Yeah.
Maybe once I get a new
PS4.
PC, I'll just like sacrifice this one to Unity.
I might
Yeah.
send you my old PS4 just so we all can play it together.
Oh yeah, it does have
Maybe.
that multiplayer thing. But yeah, so she's like not on board with her dad at all, and her dad, she even directly says like, "What you're gonna do? I am become death, destroyer of worlds." It's a little cringe, but you know the normies in the back, they probably thought it was super smart.
They paused because they knew the quote.
I know that is.
Yeah. But so she's
That's from
like,
the Oppenheimer movie that's coming out in like 7 years.
she basically is super on board. Like she essentially opens the fucking door for Callum to kill her dad.
Yeah, she even
At
says
the
I
end.
could scream, and basically just like, all right, do it. I don't care.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
won't.
I thought he was gonna say scream then.
Yeah. But then so he does. He kills the dad, and
Alan Riken
steals
is
the thing.
canonically dead.
Yeah.
And she like goes to his body, and she's like, "Oh, we'll get him for this." And it's like, why are you now? I guess maybe she had second thoughts. I guess, but
She literally said, "I did this." Shut the
Yes.
fuck up, stupid.
yeah, that was a dumb quote.
It's
Also,
But it seems like she has like the intention to go after him at the end, and it's like you
Yeah.
could have stopped this.
yeah, it's like you
Also,
had a
there's
chance.
There's a quote in Riken's speech that says, "Future purge of the Assassin's Creed," and I wrote down, "Sounds great. Where do I sign?"
Yeah, hey, I'm with you. I am with you, sister. Let's
Yeah.
go.
No, I mean I don't know. Maybe it's like a guilt thing. You know, you never know how it feels until it happens, sort of thing. But like, it just feels like muddled. Like one motivation and then immediate pivot to like, now I will get you for the sequel.
Maybe it became real for her. You know, like she
I
just
guess.
realized, oh shit, this guy killed my dad. That sucks.
I guess.
I just
but
imagining throughout the entire film she has no idea what's going on, and then her dad dies, and she's like, "Wait a minute."
Hold on,
wait
that's what you
on
wanted to
here.
do. Oh man.
Wait
Gee-
a minute.
jeepers.
Wah,
Yeah. like I say at the ending is cool. Like I like that he's in London or whatever. He's got the fucking apple. He fucking killed the guy, but it's like unsatisfactory because it's just like, watch the sequel that will never happen because this was a huge bomb.
Well, see, here's the thing. This wasn't actually too much of a huge bomb.
Really?
I think it
No,
made
it
its money
earned a
back.
good amount of money. Yeah.
Wow.
It earned like 50.
Yeah, it just wasn't really
surprising.
critically received that well.
Okay, because I never hear anything about it.
Yeah,
so like
see,
that's
Boring.
It was
yeah,
very
I guess
boring.
so.
No one remembers it,
Trying to
and
find,
I won't after this.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
find the article I had. Stall for time for a second here while I hunt
At
down
the
this article
very-
again.
No problem. At the very least, Postal is like memorable. You'll never forget
very-
watching the fucking Postal movie. Like that's an
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah, it's
So,
This is just kind of this is like a shitty Born Identity movie at its best.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
I will say, I'll go through a few of my funny notes.
okay.
Don't you have like
when-
rants to go on, or have you
Yeah,
done that
well,
already?
we can go on some canon rants in a little
Hell
bit.
yeah,
I haven't
let's
gone
do
on
it.
any of the larger ones.
I'm
but,
ready
um,
for
I
it.
mean, let's be real. We've already been talking about this for like an hour.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Oh yeah.
Somehow
if
Palpatine
you've
is
got
returned.
rants, somehow
Well-
Callum is in the Animus.
By the way,
We'll do that. We'll do that in a little bit.
Really quick, I'll sum up this article. Effectively, when Disney bought, Disney bought Fox, they went on a fucking killing spree. There was supposed to be a Sims film. There was supposed to be a
Killing spree.
live-action Mega Man
Kill-
film.
Whoa! A Sims
Yeah,
film?
it was.
Sims
How
film.
the fuck?
It was gonna literally be the Barbie movie. I think they even got Margot
Oh
Robbie.
wait,
It was-
wait! I remember this.
Yeah, this was
We
2019.
covered it on
Yeah.
Magical Funny.
This could have
Yeah,
had
we talked
something.
about it.
Fox is kicking themselves now. They also canceled a Magic the Gathering film they had planned.
Oh, man.
But
For the best.
I mean, to be fair, D&D movies are basically Magic the Gathering movies now.
true.
That new D&D movie was fucking good.
This
But-
movie
Oh,
was
I
a Magic the Gathering
Love that
movie.
Yeah,
This movie was a Magic the Gathering movie because they just released an Assassin's Creed set.
pretty much.
Oh
yeah.
wow, that's awesome.
True, yeah.
But-
in the Magic the Gathering universe, you could literally planeswalk and just say
so
hi
was-
to Ezio.
So was Jurassic Park.
Yes, Doctor Who, Lord of the Rings, lots of different stuff.
Transformers.
I'm doing a 5e.
Wow.
I'm doing a 5e campaign at some point where I just that's
My
the
Little
whole
Pony.
point.
You can have
Okay.
Ezio meet Fluttershy.
Oh my
hell
god. But yeah, among the many massacres that happened upon the acquisition of Fox, they fucking murdered the 2 sequels they had planned. So, yep,
Yeah.
we're never getting another live action film. However, there is in the works a Netflix live action series, which means, hey, 8 episodes of Assassin's Creed.
What do you
hey,
know
I mean,
about
maybe
that?
It's
That's a good
being
point.
done by Adi Shankar.
No,
or
no,
at least
that's
he's
the
producing
animated
it.
series. There's a live
There's an
action.
animated
These
series too?
shows?
Yep. Let me
They're doing
find
both. You're right.
Yep.
I mean, like, the thing about Assassin's Creed is that it's like an inherently really cool concept, but they've just been fucking it super hard for a long time. So I'm super down
Yeah.
to see like good takes on it again, and I hope that maybe those
When you
are,
can
could be
do,
some
like
of them.
anything with it.
Well,
Yeah.
depending on certain things, I'm reading here. Apparently, in January 2nd, 2023, the writer was apparently no longer part of the project, and then later that April, executive producer Jason Altman left Ubisoft for position itself at Netflix, leaving a series without either the executive producer or the writer. Well, it's dead,
Well,
Jim.
that'll do it. Well, to be fair, the writer was terrible,
yeah.
so like,
Yeah, well, this one...
just bring
Jeb
on a new
Stewart-
producer and you're great.
Well,
You're
the-
good to go.
I'm trying to see what else Jeb Stewart has done.
I don't know. I think it could happen, but like probably not. I don't know. It probably won't be a sequel to that movie. It's been so
Yeah.
long now.
It's been
Yeah, it would
too
be
I
long.
doubt
long.
Michael Fassbender is going to want to be involved in that, like unless they give him tons of money.
Wow, the,
So,
the guy
go ahead.
who had wrote the first Die Hard and Fugitive and Vikings of Valhalla was going to write that Assassin's Creed series, but
Huh.
he dropped out. So
oh
Hey.
damn.
that was a little interesting. To
He
read
should
there.
he should come and visit the podcast and do our Assassin's Creed series that we're definitely doing, and it's not just a joke that I made up on
Oh,
the
we could
spot.
Hell
definitely do
yeah.
a better Assassin's Creed series. I
I can be
guarantee it.
Rodrigo Borgia. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
No, I am the Pope. Oh, mamma mia! Give me some spaghetti, please.
Bippity
Oh.
boppity boopity.
So
Yes.
I go through some of my assorted notes. They aren't really like related to anything, but I just think it's funny.
No,
I really think I think it's funny that Baptiste's first scene is it's telling a man to kill himself. That's pretty cool.
yeah.
That's kind of based.
Hell yeah.
I like the first half of the movie's use of paintings. Like there's a lot of paintings, and I like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and there's some good art as well. Like just
Yeah.
like good art on display.
We could talk about bleeding effect in a little bit. I have a couple things to say about that. Mostly good. The Bible doesn't specify that it was an apple. It was just a fruit. So literally worst movie ever. 10 out of 0. I don't know.
10 out of 0.
0.
I like that it's basically a prison movie. Yeah, it has 10 times a perfect score. I actually can't really do that with 0.
It works.
10 times negative. It's fine.
Also, so near the end, it's revealed that spoilers, I guess, if the millions of spoilers that we've already said haven't steered you away, it's said that Aguilar gives the apple of Eden that he finds to Christopher Columbus, which means that it ties directly into the DS game. Because before he gives the apple to Christopher Columbus, the Borgias are like trying to fucking kill him.
Yep.
Which is probably why he likes the assassins, because they haven't tried to kill him, because Ezio saved him.
Well, you know,
I think
anytime
that's
you're on the side of Christopher Columbus, you know that you're on the winning team. That's what I've
Yeah,
always heard.
Christopher Columbus, famous fighter for freedom.
Noted cool dude.
Hell yeah.
Also, when Jeremy Irons goes to recover it, it's like encased in like this fucking Himalayan salt looking ass shit.
Yeah, I was a little confused.
Yeah, I noticed that.
'cause
That was weird.
Yeah, like it's only been there for 500 years. There cannot be that much gunk on it, you know?
Well, like, it's been there for 500 years, but it's just like kind of in a church somewhere, and it's like, have you people not searched this place? I don't know.
Yeah, like I would think that like
You think it'd be like buried in a random spot somewhere or something. But,
well, it might be like interred in his tomb, and they don't want to fucking disturb the dead.
yeah, I guess.
Probably has like a Shakespeare ass inscription like, yeah, I'm gonna curse whoever the fuck opens my grave, but that doesn't stop them from taking his skull.
Yeah.
A couple other things. I think it's really funny that the ending, like the very, very ending, mirrors the ending of the opening, I should say, of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, where where Ezio is escaping with the apple, and Mario's there with him, Mamma Mia, and he goes, "Hey, Ezio, throw the apple into the river." Oh, like I think that's just kind of fun. Cool little parallel because it looks like he's about to chuck it into the river, but it cuts away because they need a cool epic cliffhanger.
Yeah, it does stop right before he does something. So.
Yeah, like he moves his arm back, and that's all you get. That's all the information you get.
I don't know why they do that. It's like the
also,
Sopranos ending.
Yeah.
They got from that conference hall like 10 or something blocks away to like the Thames.
It's quite
really
far.
quickly.
Yeah.
Really quickly. It was like a few minutes.
It must have had like the zip lines from that one game.
Yeah, actually, the one that also takes place in London.
Well, they
actually
did have that.
Oh
The
my
guy Aguilar uses it when he saves the prince in that first chase scene.
I actually wrote down a sick grappling
yeah.
hook,
Yeah.
Oh shit.
bro. There's a. Go ahead.
No. I wasn't gonna say anything.
Oh, okay. So a couple more things. The female lead says something about the link between heredity and crime, and stinky
Yeah.
binky.
Yeah.
And then,
Feels a little odd to say out loud. Huh.
The last unrelated note that I have is I watched to the very end because modern movies do fuck ass end credit scenes.
Yeah.
There weren't any, by the way, if you're curious.
Okay,
I
good.
skipped through it a bit, yeah.
And at the very end,
Mhm.
it's revealed that it's produced or directed or something like that by DMC Film.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Please play DMC Film.
Please
Yeah,
give us Assassin's Creed 2.
Please give
Yes.
us Creed.
Please, Assassin's Creed. Please, I need to. It's your good when he stab.
Oh, I love the step.
Hell yeah.
So those
They
are
did
all
pretty-
the unrelated notes that I have.
They did pretty good with the animations in real life, in this one.
Yeah, like it. That's the thing. Like so much of it's on point, but so much more of it is just dull. So dull.
Yeah.
It's not even
Yeah.
that it's like bad. It's just that.
What do
there's
we
not
think
much-
it is? I mean, just the writing, I guess, that makes it so dull.
The writing and the editing.
Yeah,
It's gotta
it's
be.
really the editing for me. It's
Like,
like the constant
some-
cutting.
Some of the direction is kind of ho hum. Like some of the shots are a little boring, but like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
it's
they're
not really that
fine.
many.
I mean, I still
That's
think
Well,
it's
there's
fine.
like there was
Yeah.
this like there's this feeling I couldn't quite put to words, which sucks because we're talking about it. But like throughout the film, there's parts where it's just like this, like it will cut to another scene, and there's just like no flow to the movie for some reason, and I don't know what it is about movies that specifically makes like fucking Back to the Future work when it does that. But like this one, it'll like cut from one scene where like Jeremy Irons and his daughter are talking, and then it'll just cut to like I was gonna call him Desmond, Callum,
This other thing is
you know.
happening over here. Look
and
at
it's
this.
it's not. It's like there's no. I don't know. Sometimes you'll do a match shot where it's like it focuses on something and then cuts to another thing that looks similar or something.
Those are
something
cool. I
like that.
those.
Yeah, like something to make some kind of continuity. Here, it's just like some shit like chunked together in Premiere or something. I could see the timeline in my head, and it's
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
viewing it like,
Yeah.
psychically, just looking through all the timeline.
yeah. There's no
It's-
flow to it.
No, and I think a big reason why is because we're not given anything to really ground us into any scenes. They just happen.
It just kind of
don't
fucking
get
goes.
Like it's continuity. It's edited like continuity editing. You know, straightforward, whatever.
Yeah.
However, it then switches and becomes you seeing multiple things happening simultaneously, or like around similar times or whatnot. But when that happens, there's no way to really define, like, if we say see him in the Animus, and then they show us a shot of what's her name talking to her dad.
Yeah.
If we don't, like, who's to say that's not happening before he went in the Animus and you just put it there wrong? Because it doesn't flow well.
Yeah,
like, there's no reason
Well,
to
that's
connect.
probably because there's like hundreds of fucking deleted scenes. Apparently, there's a whole character, like a 12-year-old kid, that was going to be like crucial to the fucking thing, and he's just gone.
So you know the other assassin lady, the one who gets a double assassination on the guy. She's there in the during scene.
Yeah,
she was supposed to be the ancestor of this 12-year-old girl. They completely cut her out of the whole plot. And
Yeah,
all
I
of her
was wondering
scenes-
where her ancestor was, like,
Yep.
in the future, and that didn't happen, so
That's a
that
girl.
explains it.
Yep.
Well, this movie was already fucking 2 hours long, so, like...
yeah. It's I need to check how long Kung Fu Hustle is, because I swear to God, if all of these films are 2 hours long, I might just end it.
I'm okay with Kung Fu.
No.
Kung Fu Hustle is one of those ones.
Don't
It
do
could
that.
be 3 hours long. It's still really good.
Well, yeah.
Kung Fu
Hustle's
Hustle is
like
what
an
I'm
hour.
looking forward to.
I would prefer like a
an
shorter
hour
movie
35.
at this point.
It's like an hour
Yeah.
35. It's not too bad.
The stupidness
Please, dear
is so
God,
bad.
please, dear God, somebody respect my time, please.
Listen, I think we're fair to just put the movie on, like, 1.5 speed, and probably we're fine. You know,
Okay,
like,
okay. Kung Fu Hustle is an hour 40.
Hour
okay.
40, okay,
sweet.
yeah. That's what
That's not terrible. And that's with credits. The credits on this were like
Yeah.
fucking 10 minutes long. That was beautiful. I
Yeah.
love that. That was such a fucking relief.
The moment I saw that we hit the credits and it was 10 minutes, I'm like, I'm not watching those.
Yeah.
I
the
just
thing that
skimmed
kills me
through.
is that, like, is that Bane? You and I both saw Long Legs recently.
Yep.
And that movie fits all of its credits into a single 3-minute song's runtime.
It
Oh, that's awesome.
nails it just
Damn.
right too.
And that's the whole credits. See,
Yeah.
usually
The
you do the
whole
like
credits.
fancy credits, and then the black text crawl with the generic music.
The
No,
credits
it's
do
all
get a
black
little
text
fancy.
Crawl, but it's like 3 minutes.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
It's like
Yeah.
3 minutes.
it's pretty good.
But
So I realized-
yeah, like,
I realized we-
I don't know. I'm looking back over my notes to see if I have anything else that's like really stood out to me, but
I have 2 rants and also talking about the bleeding effect, which we didn't really talk about that much.
Ooh, okay.
I like it.
yeah, I guess let's get into some of that.
Well,
some,
that's
the
like-
more in depth stuff.
That's like how he's becoming crazy in real life, right?
Well, it's a bleeding effect is a thing from the games.
Right.
For the most part,
it really comes at. I guess it's because it's a movie, but it's so fast in the movie. Like,
yeah, I actually have written here. Usually, it takes longer than like 10 minutes in the Animus to develop the bleeding effect.
Well, this is like a wacky new Animus, so maybe you can explain it that way.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It does have that like Doc Ock looking ass inhibitor chip looking ass thing, like
Yeah,
that stabs
the-
into his
oh,
neck.
the
yeah, it's
epidural.
like the epidural. Yeah.
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 Which, I mean, I guess because it's like that deep in, maybe that gives you the bleeding effect faster.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm spitballing on that.
Because I mean, the most Desmond did was sit in a chair, lay
Yeah.
down on a table.
But, I mean, he probably took a nap in that chair. It seemed really comfortable.
Yeah, the Animus 2.0 looks so comfortable. Oh my god.
It does. It's got like a nice seat to it. You can rest your arm on it. It looks like it's got a blood pressure cuff. It's great.
Well, I don't know about the blood pressure cuff. I don't think that would be too comfortable if it was like constantly closing in on you.
Have you never fallen asleep in one of those things, or is that just me?
What?
I don't think that's healthy, buddy.
I mean, never mind. I didn't say that at
Wait,
all. What are you
wait,
talking about?
No, like
It's better than a
like,
tanning
you turn
bed.
it on and it
Yeah, a little.
no, like you turn it on and it compresses around your arm and you go, "Oh, I'm sleepy." Bane, that's bad. That's a good thing.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
such a
probably knocked
sleepy
me out.
boy.
Yeah, maybe that's the reason.
So
Oh, boy.
Jesus Christ.
I do have one little
I think
nitpick,
you
and
should get your blood pressure checked, Bane.
I probably need to. Yeah.
Yeah, it might be actually be kind of drastically low or high.
Wait, whoa, hang on here.
So I do have one slight nitpick about the bleeding effect thing.
Mhm.
And it is the nitpickiest of all nitpicks. I just think it's kind of a little bit funny to point out. But female lead says that images layer themselves over your field of vision. But this comes like right after he saw the reflection of a hallucination that was outside of his field of vision, and then he turned and it was in the exact same spot. Now, maybe the hallucinations that I've gotten, a couple in my life. Maybe the hallucinations I'm getting are like cheap and off-brand, but I've never had like object permanence when it comes to hallucinating things.
I have an
Gotta
idea,
say,
but it's possible.
I suppose.
I mean, I was caught up pretty hard on some of the physics of the new Animus too. Like, he'll jump and he'll the thing will raise him up and he'll jump, but then he'll be standing on the ground and he'll fall, and so he can't fall, so he just jumps. The thing grabs him as if he had done a jump, but he's falling, and I'm like, this
I know what
doesn't.
you mean. Yeah,
I'm also not entirely. I'm not entirely sure how it struggling to find the right word here. How it
works.
Well, no, how it translates, running in a straight line for a really long time.
Effectively, you could think
how
of
does it?
well, you could have
How does
someone
it do
being
that?
held back, kind of, but still running in place, kind of like a
like a treadmill.
I
yeah.
guess
I was gonna
so.
say like a weird.
But if it
treadmill.
moves him around a lot, then I don't know.
I mean, I'm definitely overthinking it, but also just I would think okay, water.
It is that this Animus is
if he's grabbing a weapon.
Yeah, that would be sick for VR, actually.
Yeah, well, yeah. If he grabs a weapon, is he holding in real life around what the weapon would be?
Yeah, I wondered that too.
I'm
guessing. Yeah, I'm guessing he's
it shows him doing these
miming it.
moves, but it just looks like punches most of the time.
Yeah, most
But
of the
then
time
in the actual past, he's
be
holding
fair,
a fucking
hidden-
sword or something.
he's trying to hit
Hidden
him with
blades
a hidden
attack
blade
can
too. Yeah.
look like punches. Yeah,
Yeah.
because actually that ties directly into one of the rants that I had.
Oh.
So one of my early notes was I really don't like this Animus. Also, why did they give him the original wrist blades that the Ancestor guy had? And I'm assuming, just because I've seen a movie before, that it's supposed to be a link to the Ancestor, so the Animus works a little bit better, something like that.
Yeah.
But then
I assumed.
But then I had to pause the movie for this. I'm just gonna write. Am I gonna read what I wrote down? Yeah, I'm gonna read what I wrote down. It's not too incoherent. So I had to pause because something was just so baffling to me. And I said, okay, so the new shitty Animus has him doing the same actions as Aguilar physically. However, his ring finger isn't chopped off. And Aguilar's wrist blades aren't the new type that Altair designed that no longer necessitated chopping off the finger. And you can even visually tell that it's not, it's a different, it's the same, it's the same blade that's in Assassin's Creed 1 because of how close it is to his wrist. And when he makes a fist, it'll stick through. And I mean, Aguilar got his finger chopped off so that it would work that way. And he'll make a fist and it'll look like he's sticking his ring finger up when instead it's the hidden blade. So I have to ask, why the hell isn't Cal's ring finger being chopped off when using the blades? Because it absolutely would.
Yeah.
That's, aside from the stated creed reason that, it's just to show loyalty, they utilize that when they'll keep their fist clenched rather, and then bring out the hidden blade and it'll go through where their ring finger would be. And that happens in the movie. So why the hell isn't this guy's finger getting chopped off? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
I think it would be funnier
it's
if it
probably
did.
just such a minor thing that they decided it wouldn't matter, but I think these details do kind of matter a little bit.
Listen, I'm autistic about this shit, damn it.
That's fair.
It would have genuinely been interesting if Jeremy Irons just came up to him with a cigar cutter and just chopped off that ring finger first scene.
He's just sorry. Yep. We need this to work.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
And Michael Fassbender's just what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, the whole
And then he starts
thing,
singing crazy again.
There's a part at the beginning of the movie where, the scientist lady tells him, don't worry, this isn't a prison. You're not a prisoner here. And like immediately after they like knock him out, and I'm like, so that was a fucking lie.
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
wrote
so
down.
I
I deleted it. I deleted it because I thought we weren't going to have enough time. But I wrote down, it's just like a prison, except, you know, we force you to be here and you can't leave, and sometimes we'll drag you into the Animus. Also, you know, it's not against your will if you choose to do it. Smiley face.
It's nothing at all like a prison. Come on, man.
Yeah, wink,
Not a
wink.
prison at all.
Not
Very silly.
man.
So yeah, the last thing I have is a really stupid rant, and it's literally a semantic rant. So
Oh boy.
if y'all want to
That's
talk about
fine.
shit before
Yeah, I'm
that,
ready.
go ahead.
No, I think I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
Go for it.
So y'all remember that scene near the end where Michael Fassbender like wants to go into the Animus, like he's double crossing the assassins,
Yeah.
and the security guard, who I swear is so fucking familiar, but I can't place him.
Oh.
I don't know. That's the thing. I looked up the actor. I don't know anything he's been.
Oh,
Like he's
shit.
been in.
I-
So
he
he
looks
just
familiar.
looks similar to other people.
Yeah.
But he like gives him the fucking wrist blades and he says, you know, the assassin word comes from Hashashin, and it means like people who are outcasts and shit. And I respect them because they're principled, but you ain't him, essentially. You ain't Himothy. Actually, bitch, in the lore, it's not Hashashin, it's Asasiyun. Bitch, you stupid motherfucker. I'm not sure if that's how it is. I'm not sure if that's how it is in real life.
Thing. Yeah.
I'm
That's
not-
in real life, yeah.
That's the
But
thing.
who
I'm
cares
pretty
about
sure.
real life?
I'm pretty sure in real life it is still Asasiyun because it means the principal people. And I'm pretty sure, like, I'm
I've
pretty sure
heard Hashashin
Hashashin.
before.
Yeah, Hashashin is the easy, like, it's the shit you would find on the pub trivia. But I personally think that it is Asasayun. But even if, like, it was Hashashin in real life, it is directly.
Hashashin in real life. Sorry.
I was about to do the exact same thing.
Sorry.
I'm glad he's doing all right. But what was I saying? So it is 100% true in canon that the word assassin comes from Asasayun because fucking Al Mualim says it in Assassin's Creed 1. Like he specific. Well, although, actually thinking about it now, maybe this is really good world building. This is maybe really good world building because he says that like, our enemies want to call us fucking silly ass names and say that we smoke weed a lot. Not actually, but you know, like they think that we're all like, you know, stupid people who, you know, just lays around all day. But maybe him thinking that it's Hashashin instead of Asasayun is like because he's a Templar.
It's
That's
possible.
possible.
That
Yeah.
maybe, but still, I'm mad about it.
I guess they are, right? Like all of those people at Abstergo were Templars, right?
Well,
I mean, I would
Yeah.
hope so.
it's also funny to me that the Templars, like, they're very well. For one thing, they're not. In the first game, they make it like a whole mystery, and then at the end, it's like, oh, it turns out they were the Templars the whole time.
Yeah, they want to end the world with fucking internet or something.
Something, whatever. But in this one, like, they're pretty open up front. Like, this is a evil corporation run by. Like, there's even a scene where it's like, well, we've tried everything, and now corporate consumerism is the way to
Oh
like,
yeah, Margaret
take
Thatcher
over
looking
the
ass.
world. Yeah, John Noble looking ass.
Scarlet rambling.
And yeah, it's just funny the Ubisoft Assassin's Creed movie talking because again they made themselves evil in canon. Like Ubisoft is a Templar organization that's evil.
Yeah,
in
because
canon.
Abstergo
Yeah,
Abstergo
it
has
more-
like
Yeah,
Just in
They-
canon.
it's just in canon, not in
definitely
real life.
only in canon, not in real life
Yeah.
at all. So yeah, that's about all the notes that I have.
So
Well, I'm through most of mine.
I didn't take notes because we kind of did this so last minute. I watched an hour of this last night, and the other hour today.
Yeah, I put it off until like I was playing Elden Ring, and I'm like, oh fuck, I better get to I finished this 20 minutes before we started. Well, before we were supposed to start.
Yeah.
I watched this like
I ended up
10 a.m.
I just came into the VC when I like fell asleep. Claw woke me up. I was like, oh
Nice.
shit.
Yeah, that was funny.
Well,
Well, yeah, I mean,
My
Huh?
last real thought on it is like, again, I don't think I would like not recommend people watch this movie. I feel like this is a movie people should like check out.
It's fascinating.
Not because it's great. Yeah, like if you like Assassin's Creed, watch this movie because it's like you will be able to identify so many things, but you'll also be confused as to why they're
bored.
Yeah, play it
and bored.
like watch the movie while you're like doing something else.
Yeah,
like playing a
Assassin's
fun
Creed.
Assassin's Creed.
Do it in a way that we didn't do it, where we had to take notes. Bane,
Yeah.
sort of- I appreciate how Bane didn't. Good for you.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
probably I took so
I might
many
follow
notes.
suit.
Dude, I
honestly,
took so
for
many
Cocaine
notes.
Bear.
Yeah, you went crazy on the last one. You had
Well, on the last-
quotes memorized and
Yeah.
everything. That was great.
Bane was like, and did you know that this is actually why this actor appeared? Because they once appeared in the blood. And we were
Yeah,
like, Bane,
I
it's a postal movie.
with this movie, like it is. I mean, I'll admit, I would have liked to have seen this in a theater. I feel like
Yeah,
sure,
the
it's
scenes
a good
would have
theater
gone
movie.
hard.
I saw a nameless. Oh, what's up?
Okay.
Yeah, I saw like a nameless movie that was like a fucking thriller, Gray City, modern day thriller in a theater once, and I don't remember the name of it. It had the Taken guy. That's all I remember.
Oh,
But like
yeah.
like the theater made it like 3% better, and that would have done the same with Assassin's Creed.
Oh yeah, I went to go see the movie Maxine all alone in a theater, and I guarantee if I had even one person in there, I don't think I'd like that movie as much.
Yeah.
Like I think the spectacle of the production design
Oh,
would come across a lot more if you were seeing this in a movie theater.
Especially the fact they got so much in camera. Like,
oh, exactly. Like again,
Yeah.
this movie looks pretty good for the most part.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I was gonna say, but go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say even just the Abstergo sets. Like, I really
Yeah.
like that they went for like a weird, oppressive, brutalist architecture
Oh, yeah.
for it instead of
I love
just
that.
like instead of just like a sanitized space. Like,
Or-
I
or
thought that
even
was
just
really
like
I really like the room with the Animus. It's like a cathedral thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I said earlier, it's the same one that Aguilar gets brought into the order in.
yeah. So
I
like,
think that's a really cool touch because they don't bring attention to it.
Oh, I didn't even. Yeah, like from the beginning.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
from the
cool,
very
yeah.
beginning.
now something I guess we'll do for the bad movies especially. But do you guys feel like this would have been improved by a sequel? Do you like? Because I feel like if we would have gotten Assassin's Creed 2 film,
Honestly,
not that title, but
yeah,
I do
I
feel
think
like
so.
I feel like if they would have kept the same team and like seen where we could have went with this, I feel like a second film could have been good.
I think the setup at
Maybe.
the end is infinitely more interesting than anything that happens in the movie.
Yeah. Oh,
I would have liked to see, like, because what I've always wanted was just in a modern day Assassin's Creed game where it's just a city, like Watch Dogs, but you have a fucking hood and you're like roaming around on rooftops
Literally
and shit.
what we were
And that's
teased with 3.
basically exactly. That's why I hate the fucking ending of 3, even though I haven't played it all the way. But this one kind of gets into that toward the end, and then it's like sequel bait for this sequel that never fucking happens. So I'm a little pissed by that.
Maybe eventually we'll get another Aguilar thing
Hopefully.
or
Probably.
a Cal thing.
I mean,
I do really wish that we could get like a. I hate saying John Wick, but it's the easiest way to explain what
Yeah.
I need.
no, you're
like-
entirely right though.
I know what you mean.
Like the
No-
secret
no stupid
society.
quick cuts.
Style. Yeah, exactly. Like a film like The Raid, or even like Monkey Man is kind of comparable. Of like a guy
Yes.
going around on his mission, taking people out. However, have it be him taking down a secret society, a la John Wick. Like have it be like if John Wick was about him tearing down the entire organization in like New York or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does sound
That's
pretty
cool.
cool.
That's a cool setup. It's a cool idea, but we don't get that in this movie.
Yeah, well, a lot of them don't have the kind of balls to do anything like that anymore. It's like if Marvel was going to do a Serpent Society film, that's how I would do it. Like make
That's
it.
what Brave New World is.
It's not going to be that. We know it's not going to be that.
No, but like, but I
That's
get
what
what
it should
you mean.
be.
we know they literally aren't doing that because they just have Giancarlo Esposito as like military man when he's meant to be the leader of the secret society.
Yeah, it's fucking. A lot of I don't get why they don't want to do like these interesting, cool like. I mean, I guess like the Mission Impossible films have kind of done that before.
The Mission Impossible films do it well. Yeah.
But outside of that, it's like they don't do that as much. John Wick also prevails, like knocks that secret society itch really well, but
yeah, I wish the Continental was a good series. To be fair, I haven't watched it.
The show is
it's
not great.
Do I have it legally bought? Actually, hang on.
I do wonder how much of this movie, like,
Nope.
I don't know. If they had to fix anything, it would be for me adding more characterization for the past characters.
Yeah.
There's like
For me,
nothing for them.
Saturate the colors a little bit because this
Sure.
the past parts of this, like for the present,
It's all
understandable.
brown.
But the past parts are very brown, and the past
Very
was not as brown
gray
as
and
people.
It looks good in the present day. I like the again, the Abstergo set is pretty cool and it's like shot well enough, but like in the past it's all just fucking brown and gray and everyone's dressed in dark colors. It's unfortunate.
It is.
Yeah.
And like the other thing is, Fassbender clearly cared about this film because he produced it.
Yeah.
Like,
Seriously.
I don't know how many movies he has produced that he's been in, but I don't think it's that many.
I wouldn't say it's many. I think he did produce Macbeth with the same director, but I feel like it was once he got in production, that's when he started producing it,
Have
not
Wikipedia
before.
pulled up, so let's see if he has any producing credits on those.
Okay.
Well, he does a pretty good job. I don't hate the Callum character. He's the best part of the character, like the cast.
Yeah.
And I think
which is
it's
good.
Michael
He's
Fassbender.
he's a very charismatic. Well, I mean, Marion Cotillard is great too, and so is Jeremy Irons, but they got like very little to do with.
Yeah,
the script.
They both do well with what they're given.
Okay.
Yeah,
so,
and then Michael K. What's his name? Michael K. Williams.
Yes.
He's also really cool, but he only has like a few scenes. He's also got the distinction of having a character that's actually written in a way that's like kind of memorable.
Yeah.
You know, one of the few.
He's the interesting side character of this film. Which,
yeah.
Not enough screen time, but what
What
were
do
you
you
saying?
see?
For real. So real quick, films that Michael Fassbender has produced: Pitch Black Heist.
Never
It's a
heard of
short
that.
film.
Okay.
Slow West
Heard of that.
Good movie.
and Assassin's Creed.
Wow.
Yes.
He also produces an upcoming series called The Agency.
Okay.
Apparently, he was also the voice of your brother in Fable 3, which is
Yes.
kind of cool.
I remembered that.
I was not aware of that.
Yeah, so like
I guess
clearly
he cared somewhat about this.
he cared. And you can feel it in the performance. It doesn't feel like he could have just like done nothing and phoned it in completely, but he does
Jeremy
try to
Irons.
deliver lines well. Yeah, Jeremy Irons, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to see Michael Fassbender do Assassin's Creed again.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Maybe if the series does well,
Yeah.
you
They
give him
might
another
bring
shot.
into the TV show. Yeah.
I mean,
That'd be cool.
Netflix needs a hit that's not bad.
Stranger Things.
Yeah, because right now they've got One Piece and Avatar, but Avatar's ending in like a
One
season
Piece
and a half
is-
or whatever.
One Piece is gonna go off a fucking cliff when they reveal Chopper and everyone hates it.
I
I
really
can't wait.
I
hope
hope
they don't
not.
fuck up Chopper.
I hope not, but I don't know.
Love your chop.
They confirmed that Jamie Lee Curtis will not be in the season because she's got some scheduling conflicts.
That's penis music. I hate that. Fuck that show.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not watching it anymore. I hate it.
I
That's
mean,
garbage.
she did star in a Borderlands film and that last Halloween film, so
Oh, we lost her to the Borderlands film.
And-
No,
Jesus
the Borderlands
Christ.
movie. The Borderlands movie filmed like 5 years ago.
yeah,
Oh.
I think it filmed pre-COVID.
Seriously?
Yeah,
That's funny.
Oh God.
you know what? I actually
Oh.
think it filmed before the Barbie movie filmed, where Tiny Tina's actress got really famous for it. So
Yeah, at that point, Kate Blanchett might not have been horribly miscast. 5 years ago.
Oh,
or whatever.
there was
She filmed Tar around the same time as Borderlands, and Tar came out
like
3
2.5,
years ago?
at least 2.5 years ago.
Oh, Tar was 2022. So
Okay.
like they filmed that movie like 4 years ago, I think.
Yeah. We're gonna do the Borderlands film inevitably, though, folks.
Oh
Don't you
god,
worry.
please,
Don't.
please no.
Very exciting. I
I'm
would
hate
have-
seeing it next
Borderlands.
week.
Is it
Oh,
coming
no.
out next week?
It's coming out. I
Wait,
think,
it
next
isn't
week.
out yet?
Oh, fuck me
No.
running.
Oh,
I don't want
God.
to see this garbage.
By the way, I have to drive.
But I
20
do.
wait,
I'm
wait.
sickened but curious.
Same,
Okay,
actually.
Yeah.
Well,
What?
we will go.
Yeah, we
we'll
will.
go to Toronto one day.
We're going
And
with
we'll go
Tyler.
Yeah, the three of us will go watch it for my birthday.
Los Tres
Oh,
Amigos.
yeah.
Tell you what.
Because my birthday is in like a week.
Also,
Sounds
happy early
good.
birthday.
Happy early birthday.
What we might do is we might release that, like I'll like me, Tristan, like all of us go see it, and then release that as a secret, like an early bonus episode of
Secret
special.
episode.
I will see it specifically only if my friends go and see it. That's the caveat.
You gotta like con them
Okay.
into seeing it. Tell them you're going to see a live action film about Gex.
That's the thing.
No, I have.
One of my friends
I
is
have
a
a
fan
great
of
idea.
Borderlands.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
actually.
What a shame.
I have a great idea.
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
Tristan, based on available information, writes down what he thinks the plot of Borderlands will be.
Okay, if I can't
Oh.
get that, yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
So
just
basically,
note that I haven't played a Borderlands since 2 came out.
just watch
That's
watch
fine. It's mostly based
trailer.
on the first one, I think.
It's-
Okay.
Yeah, they basically put Tiny Tina into the first game, it seems.
And Krieg.
And Krieg.
Um,
There's no way the Borderlands film is going to be any good.
tell me that that's not a great idea, though, right?
That is such a
If
great
we
idea.
all go see it.
That sounds pretty fun. Yeah.
Guess what it is? I think they did that for They did something like that at least one year for Till Death Do Us Blart.
Oh,
Wait,
Where,
what?
Where
Oh yeah. Oh,
Instead
it's
of
a.
doing
I thought it was a movie.
instead of doing that, all of the hosts said they watched the movie, but one of them didn't, and then they had to figure out which one of them was solely going off of memory.
Oh,
That's
we actually
pretty
do
good.
need to pull up some fucking Paul Blart for this one for this series.
I don't want to watch Paul Blart.
Second season Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Only if I'm allowed to do Blart Side of the Moon for it.
8?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, actually, that sounds like a great idea.
I'm going to take mushrooms for the first time and watch Paul Blart Mall Cop 1 and 2 back to back.
We need
What's
to make
wrong with
an
you?
entire series.
I'm ready to break
we need
my
to make
brain.
an entire season. An entire season of Paul Blart Mall Cop. Each one is
But
a
there's
new
only
review.
2.
No, that's the thing. We only watched the first one, and it's all 8 episodes.
We watch it 8 times,
Yes.
and each time we get more and more unhinged.
Yes. To be fair, this is kind of stealing an idea from Brutal Moose, so maybe
Okay.
not.
Okay,
No, I was
well,
gonna
no.
say this is just the worst idea of all time podcast.
Here's
now.
Well, no. Here's an even
Well,
better.
I mean,
Here's an even better idea. What we do is we take one, like maybe 1 or 2. Like, how long is Paul Blart Mall Cop?
let me look
The
it up.
first film of Paul Blart Mall Cop is
Have IMDb pulled up.
1 hour and 31 minutes.
Okay.
And the
Okay.
second
All right.
one is 1 hour 34.
Okay, this is even better. All right. So effectively, we spend one whole weekend where we do nothing but for Friday, watch Paul Blart Mall Cop 1 8 times, but record a podcast around it. Each
Dane, why don't
after-
we watch Stuber 8 times? How about
No,
we
I
do
can
that?
watch Paul Blart Mall Cop 8 times.
Yeah,
I
Paul
can't
Blart
watch
Mall
Stuber.
Cop is mercifully 90 minutes. By the way, I looked it up.
Yeah.
That's why I have IMDb pulled up. You guys are going to be so happy. I'm happy as well. Cocaine Bear is only 95 minutes long.
Oh my god, that's heavenly.
It doesn't feel like it, but at the very least, we're not wasting much
Way
of our
long.
time in theory.
Longer, I was gonna say.
Oh god, we're
It
hitting the 2 hour
it
mark.
feels long.
We gotta wrap this up.
Yeah, we're-
so
I mean, we're
We're
basically
at, like,
we're just talking about other stuff
45-ish.
now.
yeah.
Yeah. I've got overall thoughts.
Yeah.
Movie deserves way more than the 18% RT critic score
Oh
it
yeah, we
has.
didn't do our
And
score. We didn't do our score.
We haven't done our
did
score
that
yet.
last
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say it was likely massively ignored and discounted just for being a filthy video game movie.
Yeah,
Um,
that's the reason I didn't go see it.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, even game people know the legacy of gaming movies, but like
Yeah.
people that like film reviewers, they don't take it seriously at all.
Yeah.
And they
They
won't
treat
even
them like
entertain
shit.
The
it.
guy said that it was a fucking Juan movie about fucking
some Templar
bullshit.
shit, whatever. Who cares? Some garbage. Like
Not even
it's just
understanding.
completely
why.
discredited. Yeah.
Yeah.
Such a shame.
And then I say, but still, it's boring and lacks personality for most of its runtime. So yeah.
Yeah.
Which is true. It does.
Yeah, but it is better than 18%. I said IMDb has it at 5.6, which is a bit much.
Do y'all remember what I gave Postal? Because I'm basing it basically off of that.
Well, I think at first you gave it like a -7 or something.
Yeah,
And
I
you
enjoyed
settled on,
it.
like 4 out of 10 or something. 3 out of
Okay.
10?
Yeah,
Yeah. So
Yeah,
if you're not
I'm
10,
struggling to
I gave
struggling to
Postal like a
remember if it
5.
was 3 or 4.
I gave Postal a 7, but that's mostly because
It's-
Thought about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got the nostalgia. You
it's
saw it in the
nostalgic.
theater,
It's-
right?
I saw it. Well, I didn't see it in the theater, but I was one of my earliest big Blu-ray purchases, and plus I played the second game through that movie, so
That's cool. Well, yeah, you got that reason, and
yeah,
then
I gave
I
Postal a 5 out of 10.
that's
me
that's
too.
fair.
I think.
I think in that case then I gave Postal a 4 because I was shocked that I put it lower than yours, but it wasn't drastically lower, like 2 points.
I would
Yeah.
say for me,
It's
this
funny how much
movie's
of a
6.
difference, how much of a difference a point makes. Because I don't know, because like 5 out of 10 for me.
Yeah.
Postal was at least entertaining and memorable, but it's
Mhm.
still a 5 out of 10 for like other reasons. That's
Yeah.
why the number score is kind of bullshit. This is like
Yeah.
a 4 probably, but it's like vastly more competent.
Competent.
It's got way better cast. It's got like cinematography. Sometimes it's got like fucking it's
well
got
shot in
effects.
moments, yeah.
Yeah, it's got the production value. It's very competent, but it's like, even still, it's just boring. It's not gonna it's not memorable. It's not gonna stick out to me like the Postal movie did. So
Yeah, the thing I'll say is like you can remember. I can remember stuff from a Postal movie. I literally just watched this movie. There's things I'm kind of forgetting now.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
kind of
I
blanked
already
on some of
don't
that stuff.
remember a lot of what happened.
I remember a good amount of the Postal movie. I thought it was pretty entertaining.
Oh, I
mean,
remember
this-
it for like
Oh, this movie?
negative
Yeah.
reasons.
For
Oh.
this movie, I don't remember
Well,
a ton.
we've been
There were
talking
beats.
about it. We've been talking about most of it, but by like tomorrow, I won't remember shit about this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair. I think I would give it probably a 4.5. Like I liked it a little bit more than Postal,
Yeah.
but Postal I think was the more enjoyable experience. But like at the same time, I think this is like a better movie. You know?
No,
It is
definitely
a better movie. Postal is like unpleasant. That was my feeling. Was like it's funny sometimes, but it just makes me feel kind of. It's like it feels more grating and kind of miserable than like funny, but it's still memorable and entertaining despite that.
Yeah,
it's
like that's such a
um,
criticism, but it's kind of I still recommend it.
I think it's
It's a unique
Letterboxd.
experience.
Letterboxd that does like a score out of 5 stars, and then you get to choose if you liked it or not.
Yeah, it's
Kind of like that where I would
click the
rate
heart.
this only slightly higher than Postal, but I liked Postal more. And the only things I liked about this movie were the stuff that I recognized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we do have to. I will say this: I cannot. We all again know the series, so we're very biased.
Yeah.
I cannot. I don't know what it's like, and I can't even pretend like trying to imagine from somebody who doesn't know the games or has never seen them. what this
Genuinely,
movie's
if it wasn't for the fact that I was pogging and pointing at my screen because I recognized the thing, I would like the things that I liked about this movie a lot less. But I would also like dislike the things that I didn't like about this movie a little bit more, I think.
Yeah.
Besides
I
like
know
the
exactly
fuck
what you
action,
mean.
the fuck ass action.
Yeah, especially the cutting. Like, there's a scene where they're on the carriage of a horse.
Yeah, they just keep it's clearly good shots, but they won't let it fucking just breathe.
It's like they had 6 cameras on and they're like, well, fuck, we guess we better
They
get our
got
money's
like
worth.
5
use them all.
helicopters doing this shit, but they can't stick to one for 2 seconds.
Yeah, it's sometimes it's nice to let a scene just breathe. Let a fight scene be locked down while somebody's just hitting someone in the fucking face because it looks better. It's better to watch.
That's the reason that I really like some of the downtime scenes where it's just characters talking, because it's not cutting every 2.5 fucking nanoseconds.
Oh yeah.
I think the bottom line, this movie just has no fucking style at all. And there's moments where it tries a little bit, like the beginning where the title shows up and it's got that for some reason I don't remember what it actually was, but I'm picturing the Wonder Woman, but it wasn't that at all.
It is
the
that.
No, I also earlier at the very, very, very beginning when we first mentioned the guitar droning bit, I immediately the first thing that came to my head is the
yeah, it was basically like that, and it's like a few moments of little bits of style, but they feel out of place because the whole thing is just so sterile and weird.
Yeah.
I think
Assassin's Creed.
Overall, because I don't know, I feel like I would give it a 4, just a straight 4 out of 10, which is the same thing I gave it last time I saw it. I don't dislike it or like it any more than last time,
Yeah.
That's kind of weird. That's kind of crazy for a movie if you really think about it. Because for most movies I've seen,
hate about it.
For most movies I've seen, I either like it or hate it more on the second viewing. But
there's some times where I watch a movie and I'm like, wow, that was way fucking better the last time I saw this. What happened? But but I've had that recently, sorry.
For me, that was Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
I hated it when I first saw it.
I will say that I've been very curious about this movie. No one talks about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Assassin's
it's been
Creed
forgotten.
fans, they don't give a shit. Most people didn't see it, and it's most people didn't like it. And I haven't seen any video essays talking about it. No one fucking remembers it. There's no funny, memes originating from this. This movie has left no footprint on society. But I'm happy to have seen it. It's a weird oddity.
It's interesting
because it's kind of like when you watch it's kind of like when you watch a movie that came out surrounded by a bunch of way bigger movies, and it's it's not so bad that it couldn't have done better, but it's also not good enough to have left a mark,
Yeah.
It's like Sin when it came out a week after Half-Life or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
That's rough. That is rough.
That.
Like a
The
dog.
Sim games are fun though.
Yeah, they're probably better than Assassin's Creed movie.
Yeah.
It's an unfair comparison. There's probably a better one, but yeah, that's probably what it's like.
I mean, I don't know. I have hope that wherever they go in the future of this series, it's not shit. Then again, I've been proven wrong before.
On-screen version, the film version.
Yeah, I mean...
Well, the games are lost cause.
The games are all over the place. I'm kind of interested in Shadows still. I'm gonna pick it up eventually. But...
probably not.
But, I don't know.
For reasons unrelated to woke, but probably not.
It's also because it's $80 still at launch. It's
and it has microtransactions.
Yeah,
it's make sure you don't pay Ubisoft any money. Don't buy this fucking DVD or anything. Fuck that.
I like that we started by saying there's a link below where you can get it.
Well, yeah.
Don't give them any money.
Well, if you're on Hulu already,
that's just Claw's opinion.
But I mean, again, if
you're on Hulu,
more of a channel, I mean.
No, I know. I think it's funny that we open the discussion by saying, yeah, go check it out, and we close the discussion by saying, don't watch it. Don't pay for it.
We hate this movie so much, we wish we could kill it.
Yeah, I hate it so much. I shitload of fuck.
This also didn't kill Ubisoft's want to do live action and animated stuff. They're still doing a bunch of animated stuff. They're working on a Watch Dogs movie right now.
Sorry, Phil. Sorry, I heard that.
Which could be good. The idea of doing a Watch Dogs movie is neat.
It's a
Yeah,
new
I think.
story. It's not adapting anything. It's completely.
Oh, that's good then.
Well,
'Cause-
yeah, that could be something.
Which, honest to God, the one real big mark I will give this movie before we end this is the fact that it is an original story. It's,
I'm
really
glad it's not an
happy.
adaptation.
I actually really like the fact that it's not just an original story, but it's one that is basically more or less the same as like Assassin's Creed 1.
Yeah,
And so it feels like it's like a Force Awakens kind of thing.
yeah, except
In
you
a
know,
good way.
not setting the franchise back like 20 something years.
Yeah.
No, I think I get exactly what you mean. Yeah, it very much does feel like if you know Assassin's Creed 1 and you watch this, it still has moments where you're like, yeah, this is very
That's the
Assassin's
Lucy
1.
character. That's the Desmond character. What's up, Tristan?
Sorry about that. I accidentally knocked my mic over because I'm stupid.
Well, we
Oh,
didn't
shit,
pick it
bro.
up except you going, "Oh shit!"
Ooh.
So
Yeah, I didn't even hear it.
Ah, you're good, man. But yeah, no, I guess, yeah, that's kind of all I really got to say on this one here.
yep.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll be back soon enough with the next one. I don't
Yes.
even remember what's
It's
next.
Is
from
that
what I
Cocaine
remember,
Bear?
that is Cocaine Bear. Yes.
No. Oh
fucking
yeah. No, we're
dumb.
doing. Oh yeah, we're doing them so that they're good, bad, bad, good.
Good.
So we have to watch 2 of these fucking things in a row.
Yeah. Hey,
Oh,
Cocaine Bear
no.
is at least Cocaine Bear is one I have not seen, so this
This
is new to
one's
me.
Tristan's fault. Hell yeah.
I'm
Hey,
excited.
listen.
All right. Well,
To be fair,
we did our.
Tristan's good movie is very good.
Tristan's
That's
good
true.
movie's amazing. I have not
Tristan's
seen
good
it.
movie's probably the best movie on this fucking thing.
It probably
is.
What I've heard anyway.
It's definitely like I have other ones, but this is just one that is like really close to my heart.
Exactly. And hey, this is one that I am so ready to rewatch. You would not even believe.
I rewatched it recently, and man, I like it. I like this movie.
But yeah, again,
Hell
folks,
yeah.
on screen now, since we're wrapping up, there is a link to the previous episode, which was Postal. There's a link to the next episode, which is Cocaine Bear. And with that,
Oh,
we
God.
again, I don't know how we're gonna end this still, but penis.
Penis.
I suppose a penis.
Possibly a penis.